crappy internet. It's like I've got the McDonald's range internet, man. I got Optus. So it should be fluent, but it's not, eh? It's nice this weather, man. What the hell is that? I don't know. Some kind of hair. Never been down there yet. One day I'll take the trail and see where it goes. Apparently this trail goes all the way down to the station. The old bloke was telling me. It goes all the way down. Another peaceful day, viewer. I thought I would give you some peace. Show you what my normal day is. No bread and milk at home. So I just get some bread and milk, go for a walk. Do what makes me feel happy. Or whatever makes me feel good. That's a nice truck, eh? Nice working truck. I hope you're having a good day, viewer. I hope you're happy, healthy and well. I hope you're staying on your path. Good times come, man. Good times go. That's just life, okay? That's just life, mate. Things change. Things are up, things are down. That's just how life is. And you have to go along with it, mate. You have to run with it. You have to roll with it. You know, like a surfboard. You know? Some things are good, some things are bad. Just don't be stupid. You know, don't be a fool. You know, I watched something this morning, man. I just really shook my head. Like it honestly shook. I just what are they even thinking about? I mean, okay, look, we've got this huge war going on here in Melbourne, apparently. That's what the government likes to call it anyway. I just call it a couple of real knuckleheads. One side's total knuckleheads. And the other side are total flogged. Anyway, they want control over the... Sorry about that. Getting old. They want control over the illegal tobacco and, I don't know, whatever other nefarious illegal activities they get up to. And they got particular crews, you know. One crew does all the big bings, another crew does the firing, another crews are arsonists, another crews are bashers, all different kinds of crews, you know, to do different jobs. So they're running around Melbourne, they're blowing this up, they're blowing that up. they're just disasters waiting to happen, okay? So there's a case right now, you know, it's all over the thing here. And there's two cases I wanted to talk about, just knuckleheads. And, you know, one of them, the two knuckleheads are there to do an arsonist job. And there's no car, right? So they decide to they decide to do the house, right? They decide to do the house, right? Two fucking knuckleheads, mate. 4 o'clock in the morning with a fucking tin of fucking petrol up and down the driveway, putting fuel up. So the guy gets out, chases them down, right? Which is the first mistake. You can't leave the property, okay? That's the mistake here. The guy chased him down with a sword and, you know, injured one of them. And then the knucklehead comes back. The other knucklehead comes back to get his shoes. Apparently, you know, he's dropped his shoes on the way out. So the guy gets in his car and chases the guy down in his car and fucking smashes the car up and all of this kind of stuff, right? And he's facing 7 to 10 years. He's facing 7 to 10 years. Okay? A total knucklehead, a Muslim guy, and the other knuckleheads are fucking New Zealanders or something, Islander boys or whatever. You can't leave the property, okay? Will you please learn to the Lord Dobby here if you're going to do illegal activities, okay? You can't leave the property. Your job is to secure your home, secure your family, like what he's carrying on about, you know. I was worried about my family, rah. How the fuck are you worried about him if you're driving in the freeway 100 mile an hour, ramming into a fucking car, jumping on top of it with a sword in your head, fucking slashing the guy fucking 70 times or some shit, chasing after the other guy, slashing him down. Both of them got really effed up, bro. And I just shook my head. If you just stayed on the property and secured your property, all you would have had was some gasoline down the driveway, and you would have been a known target. You know, you would have known that someone was after you, right? And you could have protected yourself, right? They can't do anything to your house or whatever. So you know, he thinks he's under threat of the house being blown up, right? Oh, fucking mate, I only wish I had good enough internet that I could sit down and and have a laugh with you about it, right? And the biggest knuckleheads of the entire year, and we haven't even begun it yet, and they already deserve a trophy, are those two knuckleheads over in Vietnam, the two islanders. I mean, I've never seen such. You've got the IQ of a fucking 12-year-old, and you're a grown man. Like, mate, please give me a break here. You've got these Vietnamese gangs, all right? Vietnamese gangs. You don't fuck around with them, mate. Even in Australia, you don't fuck around with them. Vietnamese boys, mate. Okay, you know, they come 20-handed, right? You're not fighting one of them, okay? And they all come armed. Everyone's got a sword, okay? And then you've got the Islander boys. You know, they want to take over. There's a new gang or something. I can't remember the name of it. It's a new gang in Melbourne here. Anyway, they're the ones that are doing all the tobacco shit. Okay? Trying to take over trying to get them to pay their money every week or whatever, so they feel safe. Whatever, protection money. So, mate, cop this. You've got these two gangs at fucking war, right? And where do you think that the head of the gang would go for holiday? For a holiday, he's got the entire world. He's got all the money, right? He's got all the thing, right? He can go anywhere he wants, right? Where does he go? He goes to Vietnam. The fucking head of the coconuts goes to Vietnam on holiday, right? Wants a bit of that Vietnam fucking goondang, wants a bit of that fucking smelly fish over there. Well, thinks it's a fucking bit of all right. Heads over. And ba-bing, ba-bang, right? You've got two apes that follow that want to ectay him. They follow him over there. They do the ectay in the middle of the street. Cameras going, mate. It's Vietnam. It's Vietnam. Well, what kind of idiots would sign up for that, mate? How much money do you think you'd need to be paid? You know what I mean? Like, how much money do you... You couldn't pay me enough, mate, to go over there and do that. Like, why would you do that, right? You know what I mean? Out of all the places to go, right? $4.10 today. This is my favourite. I've got to get one. It's normally $3 on special. I like... Oh shit, sorry man. I didn't know. I didn't know. Oh shit, dude, sorry man. I was just saying it's going to be bioengineered. Everything that we eat, man. And also, don't be rude to me in my chat. If you think I'm going to read your comments and you're rude to me, you're really mistaken. Okay? Just so you understand, we understand each other. You're here for my pleasure. I'm not here for yours. Okay? For mine. You help me, okay? You help me. It helps me in my day. I was just talking about the bioengineered food, dude. And, you know, I was watching this thing today, and it was on chocolate. And they're coming after the daily staples now. And they're trying to get it all done out of a machine. It all comes from Israel, dude. This one company owns every single chocolate bar. Everything produced, they own it. Okay? Mondial, something like that. The company is called. Every single candy bar that's produced, it owns the company. So now they're trying to come after the ingredients, man, to cut down on the profit, to get more profit out of it. It's not enough for you. I mean, the company's fucking... Look what they did to Cadbury, man. 120-year-old company. And they just stripped it, man. They fucking stripped it. And now a lot of these countries are eating bioengineered chocolate. It's not even real chocolate, bro. It's grown in a machine. You know? And it got me thinking, you know, in the future, you know, these bastards, mate, they're going to take over all the land, take over all of it. You know, even if it takes another generation, mate. You know, it takes another generation, you know. By the time your kids are grown up, can you imagine the laws? Can you imagine what they're doing to the food by that time? Oh, my Godfather. In Australia, the farmers are getting taken over. I don't know if you know that or not. But some company that... there's only a few videos, dude. It's been like blacklisted or something. There's not a lot of information on it. But the farmers are getting taken over. The councils are coming in for wind farms or something like that. And they're taking over their land. Like they're just taking it over. Really weird, dude. There's no money in streaming, Jimmy. Give me a break. How am I going to earn money in streaming? This is Australia, mate. I'm not stupid. Okay, I've watched every other streamer fail. Every other streamer that I fucking watched, mate, for the last 10 to 20 years is gone. It's gone, man. What money in streaming? You're fucking dreaming. What money? Or begging people like fucking these dogs in my chat to fucking... Are you kidding me, mate? They couldn't pay $2.90 a month. Okay? They don't even follow me, bro. They want to come in and make all these comments or whatever, and you got to let them go, because if you ban them, then your channel's down one. My channel's fucking goes nowhere, Jimmy. It goes nowhere. There's nothing... The streaming is dead, bro. Go to other streamers and have a look at them. Unless they've got a kick deal, unless they've got some kind of arrangement, they're not making any money. They're not making anything, man. They get presentation fees and all that kind of stuff to go places or whatever. Talk shit, create fake drama, talk a whole lot of bullshit, you know? They've got to create some kind of allegiance, you know, to other... Like, I'm just not, you know, not interested in it, man. And I don't praise Ishmael. You got to praise Ismail, mate. You got to be right on their side. Otherwise, you're not going to go anywhere, man. You're not going to do anything, okay? There is no paper in it, bro. I come on because I want to come on. I come on for as long as I want to come on. I talk whatever I want to talk, and then I get off. I don't expect anything. You know, like these fucks, mate, that I watch don't even have a job. They don't even have a job. They don't need a job. This isn't America, mate. This is not America. This is Australia. Okay, you can't be doing this shit without some kind of income. So, you know, I've got a couple of days' work. My rent is fucking... I paid my rent this morning. I was so happy to do that. You know, my rent's covered, bro. and then I come on for a little while when I want, and then I get off, mate. I don't have to expect anything. Whereas if you watch their streaming, man, they expect something, you know, like whatever, like I used to. I used to think to myself, come on live, rah, people will throw you $5, $10 here and there. That shit doesn't happen. It's once in a blue moon. Like, honestly. Anyway, getting off that, because I wasn't really thinking about that. I'm just trying to answer the chat. Yeah, I'm not interested in just putting in the hours. I don't need to sit in front of a computer and I don't know, man. Have you seen my internet? Fuck, that's the other thing, Jimmy. I fucking tried, man. My internet is shit. My internet is shit, okay? It's okay for videos, it's okay for coming on for an hour streaming or whatever, but I tried, because it's on Wi-Fi, right? So I sat down, put the computer on, turned the Wi-Fi on, got it all hooked up, but as soon as I tried to open a page on the computer, the fucking thing crashes. The internet crashes. You know, it says secured internet, but no access. So the access fucking goes. So I'm thinking to myself, there's no way you'd be able to do a live. There is just no way you could do a live and put a fucking video on and sit there. It just wouldn't work. They've got that, I've got wireless. You see wireless? Whereas they've got the cord, right? They've got the proper hookup, yeah? 130 a month, $100 a month. You know what I mean? It's double what I pay. That's double what I pay. Okay? That's the other thing that I worked out. Because I went on there to go into the... People wanted me to unban them, so I go on and, you know, they keep asking me, so I go on and have a look at it. And dude, I couldn't even load the page. Dude. It shit itself. The internet shit itself. You know, it says it's secured, but not available. So, you know, I close the page and then suddenly the internet goes up again. You know? So I figured this is not going to be good for playing and doing anything. Yeah, I don't have the good enough internet access. It doesn't open that avenue for me. Yeah, I'm on the wireless, man. I'm on the wireless. So anyway, I just head home, man, drop this off. This is the heavy stuff. It saves me carrying, you know, 6 litres of fluid and bread home from the supermarket, which is a lot more of a walk. So that'll help me to carry the weight. I'll try and nick a trolley. I'll try and nick a trolley. Oh, I'm terrible. That's my major crime. That's my fucking big crime for the week, bro. I nick a fucking trolley. Oh my God, send the cunt to jail, bro. He needs hanging, man. He nicked the cart. I'll try and wheel it down to here, so I don't have to carry anything. But I'll do the trip today. I need some food, man. I've got no groceries at home. You know, I'm waiting on my job payment, Jimmy. That's how I get paid, man. You know, I do my couple of days. I've got my masks for sale on eBay. So, you know, fingers crossed on that. And then I've got my Seno. I've got like $240 left over from when I pay my rent and my bills and stuff like that. And I'm not complaining, man. You know, I'm at peace, brother. You know, Jimmy, I'm at fucking peace, man. I don't have to worry about shit no more. There's no more court or whatever, you know. I just have to, man, I just have to live in peace. Okay, find some happiness in my life. Do what makes me happy. Wake up in the morning, do whatever makes me happy. There's nothing I can do to change the... I'm not moving anywhere, Jimmy. I'm not fucking moving anywhere, cunt. This is like the Rolls Royce of fucking, you know, right now I'm doing pretty good in the living situation, man. So we don't want to be fucking, you know, we just want to coast along, man. This is the path that he's shown. So this is what we have to follow for now. I just follow his lead, bro. I follow the lead. So this is what I'm going to do, you know. It'll change, man. Hopefully it changes. We didn't hear anything about the forensic cleaner job. Anything about that. I'm already knackered, man, just from carrying that shit back. Gosh. Beautiful, mate. Shoes off at the door, mate. Let me just get this going, mate. Oh, gosh. Whew. That's great, man. We've got some grocery. Man, the internet just cuts in and out, and I'm at home. There's no way you could put the internet through the computer and put a video on. There's just no chance. The internet's not good enough here. You need to have a cable, whatever it is. You know that cable? Yeah, I need to have the cable going. So I've been watching, you know how I like to watch the... I just got to leave it sit still. I've got to let it sit still. Sorry. It's the internet. I told you, it's unless you've let it into some power, maybe that'll help. Just give me a minute. Let me organise myself a little bit. Alright, got that put away. We'll go down and get some meat. Why do people call meat protein now? Like, what is wrong with the world? You know, you go and order a sandwich, and the lady says to you, "What protein do you eat?" And you're like standing there, like you're thinking like 10 seconds in out, like 30 in out. But before I used to stand there like for 30 seconds and 20 seconds and wondering, what are you talking about? You know, protein. Where did this come from? You know, what is this latest marketing sales technique? You know, why can't you just say, what would you like in meat? You know, why do you have to call it protein? You know, like, well, why do they call it protein? Why don't they just call it like they used to in the old days, meat? You know, your chicken, beef, pork. Well, what would you like today? Instead, they say, what protein would you like? You know, you're not a health nutritionist. You're just like a sandwich person, man. Why can't you just like ask me what meat I want? No one. They're not making money on Kick. Okay, I'm not sitting there all day. They don't make money on Tick. On what is it, Kick? Ask Spidey. Ask Spidey if they make money on Tick, on Kick. Plus, it takes ages to build a channel up. And I can't seem to just do it on my phone. I've got to go through Restream. Yeah, I've got to go through Restream and then I can use Kick on the phone. So I've got to use two different apps to get onto Kick. I can't just go to Kick and go live stream. It doesn't work that way. You got to have the other app, Restream, unless you're on a computer. If you're on a computer, then that's fine. You can just go straight to Kick. But on the phone, you've got to go through a different app to get it on your phone. So this phone's not gonna do that. This is a shitty little phone, rah rah. You know, like they've got the proper, you know, like yeah, they've got different shit, dude, than I do. Anyway, I have to just run my life the way I'm doing it, man. I'd rather be the way I am rather than having uh, too much comes along with it, dude. I've seen the flip side of the coin. Yeah, quiet is good. Little is good. BHP is good. Big, massive, and all of that, not good. Not good, man. That's not good for me. It's okay for you because you're just sitting there watching, but it's no good for fucking me, mate. You're not the one that's getting harassed. Because a lot of these people, they take it to the extreme, to the extreme. You know, they push it as much as they can because it doesn't matter to them. They're just having a laugh. They're having a giggle, bro. You know, it's not their life that's getting fucked up. It's yours, and they can sit back and laugh and giggle just like it was before. And then they would make their phone calls, do their best. I couldn't even drive down the fucking road. I couldn't even drive down the road. I'd stop at 7-Eleven and I'd have 3 cop cars waiting for me to come out of 7-Eleven. Guns drawn. Are you kidding me? I'm on the way home from work. I didn't even tell the ex-man. I didn't even tell her. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm on the way home from work, bro. I ain't got nothing. But that's all it takes. That's all it takes these days. It's all it takes. The government have got a new move now, bro. This is quite scary. They've got a whole new ball game, a whole new fucking way to fucking jam you. Okay, they don't even need charges, bro. They don't even need the blue coat. You don't even need to be doing anything wrong other than what's coming out of your mouth. And this is scary. You know, this is scary, man. They just have some guy in a suit, some woman that you've offended. You know, you've said something in a live stream that she doesn't like. She can diagnose you on the spot just by watching a video. She can diagnose you and fucking boom you. Okay? Straight into the mental hospital. That's their new thing now. Okay? They don't need any charges. They don't need you to do something illegal. They just don't like what you've said. So they can get offended to that, and then they can say, because they're the doctor, they can say that you need a mental health check, but it's by a doctor. So now they can just take you. They can take you, bro. They can take you. Yeah, it's wicked, man. It's fucking wicked. Because you're not diagnosed, you're not labelled as crazy. You've got to get help, right? No. This doctor has done it on her own and has never met you. She's never met you. She's watched a video of yours. She's heard a comment you've said. She's seen something that you wrote on a post, and that's enough for her to diagnose you as clinically you need help, and then they can come and get you and take you. Okay, this shit is serious, man. Like, this shit is serious. I'm stunned. I'm stunned that they got nothing on you, man. And you know who they're coming after? They're not coming after fucking dumb cunts like me and you. They're not coming after plebs, mate. They're not coming after fools and idiots. Okay? Okay? They're like the easy fruit, mate. They're going after the academics. They're going after the smart people. Okay, the people with degrees, the people that have spent the time and have made a comment and have come out and shared their comment. That's it, diagnosed. Okay, get rid of you first. Get rid of you first. So right now they're on the hunt for academics, mate. People with credentials, people that other people will listen to. People don't listen to me, I'm an idiot. People don't listen to you, you're a flog. Okay, understand? Yeah, they don't listen to either of us. We're fucking no one. But they'll listen to someone with an academic, a bit of a degrees, with a few books behind them, and listen to someone that's got a little bit of a rep, yeah? They've got more of a thing than you do and I do, the common flog. So, they've got to knock them off first, mate. They've got to knock them off first. They're going to get rid of them first, mate. And look at Canada, if you want proof. Just changing my shoes. And then we'll go for a walk. I've got to go down the supermarket, man. I've got no groceries, no nothing. It's been a bit fucking deplorable. Cunt tells me, oh yeah, you can get a living off fucking live stream. You're a fucking monkey on fucking walking around on legs, cunt. Fucking, live stream and don't give you shit. I had fucking chips last night for dinner, you cunt. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about, mate. Live streaming. Give me a... Yeah, you can make a living out of that, Chad. Like people will fucking rah. Yeah, of course they will. I had deep fried Dim Sims. I thought I'd try them. They're pretty cheap. And I thought I've never had them. Better than that. I wish we had a Hungry Jack's that was close to it. Whack one of them in there. This is that quarry I was working on. Sorry about that, man. I keep on getting kaboomed off the off live stream. I don't know. They keep just the internet, I suppose. I get the dreads done, but at least I got the paint job finished, and I got the stitching done. So I'll get onto that. Get onto the dreads. That's the Corey that I was working on. I'm happy with it so far. You see how it's changing? See how it's changed? The mouth, everything all changed. We got shading into the brain, shading into the skull, and we got the stitching done. So now we just need to do the dreads, do the 9 dreads, get them hooked up. Materials are there, man. Just got to sit down and do them. I crashed out last night. I think like 8 o'clock. I think I crashed out. I had to get some sleep. But yeah, I'll get the dreads done, man. That'll give me the Corey completed. Well, 90% completed. Then I've got to do the belt on the back. And then I'll see how it looks from there. You know, like the color of the dreads or whatever that I've done. Ones that are on eBay at the moment, lorddobby 79 on eBay. Yeah. Oh, and my big one up here. He's a big mask, man. Anyway, I've got to go for a walk. I thought I'd have a coffee on board. They're not bad, man. They give energy. You know? Fucking hot enough. I'm lucky, mate. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, bro. It's a lovely day outside, man. I like this kind of day. It's not good for my internet. It cut me off. The internet-wise, you got to just leave the phone in one place, watch your videos, everything's good. Put a movie on, everything's good. It doesn't like the live stream, mate, let me tell you. Anyway, let me just finish this, man, because otherwise I just talk and my food goes cold. Look at that day, bruh. Look at that. Sensational, eh? Like, look at all those clouds and shit. Like, sensational. Enjoy your surroundings, boys. Find peace. Find some happiness. Find some peace. It's the only choices in life men have. 1 minute. Go down and see what specials are at the supermarket, bro. Okay? Then you can budget. Well, I budget myself for the week then. I have no wants, no real desires, no real, I'm just happy to dwell, if that makes sense. I don't know exactly how old I am, but I know I'm old. But I'm not old. But I'm at a place now where I'm just happy to dwell. At this age, for you, I'd really like you to be married and be raising your children. That's what I would like to see you do. That's what I would like to see. You got to make the choices in time, boys. But sometimes things change after you've made that choice, and you got no other thing but just to roll with the punches to see what the outcome is. Because you're a man. That's what men do. That's why they've got us. You see. The other side doesn't, though. The other side can plan and, for months and months and months, mate. And you won't know shit. You won't know anything. She'll have stuff going on that you don't know about. And that's the sad part, because men, we don't really in general. I don't think we do anyway. I didn't. I didn't have any secrets, dude. I was totally legit, loyal, rah-rah. I was chasing her around every day, which is what you're supposed to do. You're a freaking... Who else are you supposed to chase around, bro? You know what I'm saying? If it's not her, if it's not the person you're supposed to be with. Oh, good God. So it's all changed now. I don't know how marriages are now, man. I don't know this generation. I don't know their thinking. I don't know how it's all logical to them. It's a whole different... It's like talking to a wall. A whole different paradigm for me. So at my age, mate, now, a lot of men at my age, well, where I am right now, except they're in a lot worse position than I am. They haven't been able to hold it together. They haven't had a way of venting other than getting drunk. Or not other than that, but you know what I mean, doing some kind of harm to themselves, which is not good for the long run. Me, I sit there smoking green, that's it. I'm diagnosed, rah-rah, I've got a piece of paper, rah-rah. As long as I'm not outside and I'm not doing anything rah-rah, I'm cool, okay? Nothing can, they can't do shit to me. And then even if I come inside and I'm inside, that's still my diagnosed thing, rah-rah, they don't really touch it. They don't really touch it, okay? And even if they did, it's no big fucking deal for me. I just make a phone call and fucking 20 minutes later, I'm sweet again, right? You know what I mean? I'm too old for that fucking shit, okay? Nothing like that phases me. It doesn't faze me, bro. I'm not chasing like these other people are, though. I see them in total desperation, these other streamers. I see them fall apart. I see them fall way worse, not way worse maybe, but good God, I didn't like do all those kinds of things. I just yelled and screamed and was upset and didn't know what was going on in my life, and how it was all just falling apart and there was nothing I could do about it. I'm driving along a road and I can see the headlights in front of me, but the person just doesn't want to get out of those headlights, just aims for the headlights, and I'm trying to pull it onto the other side. I remember saying that many times. That was my thing. My downfall. Theirs is straight up DRUGSs, like just straight up, like they're on there talking all about it, on this, on that, and it's incredible, and they get a whole lot of support, man. It's amazing, a whole lot of support. I was watching one filthy rag the other, just an absolute filthy fucking rag made of a bloke, and all the information's come out. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, it is absolutely feral and disgusting, man. And he's got all of these people in there supporting him, and all of these people, one side doesn't like him, another side does like him. Like, the paperwork is there. There it is right there. You know, this is what TikTok is. This is what live streaming is now. You know, you've got to have this kind of yuckiness. You know, me yelling into a camera, that's not good enough these days. Okay, that was good enough 5 years ago or 10 years ago or something like that. You know, nowadays, you've got to have some serious charges, bro. you got to be pending. You've got to just get out of the jail. You just got pending jail, or you've got charges they can look up. They love that shit, dude. They get those charges right, those charge sheets right out on live stream. And it's feral. It's feral, bro. It's absolutely feral. I sit in there and I just shake my head. You know, in the normal world, these people would deserve a good smack, and they certainly wouldn't be. They don't deserve to be on social media of any kind or trying to earn money out of it at any kind, denying it. You know, like they'll sit there. One side's got the paperwork on screen, and he's sitting there denying it, totally denying it. Totally, he is innocent, and there's the fucking paperwork right there. And we're dealing with minors, dude. We're dealing with the, you know, absolute chomos. Just straight up chomo. And, you know, I just shake my head. This is what you have to do on TikTok to get... And, you know, I'm awful glad I got a permanent ban. I'm permanently banned. Can you believe that shit? Me, I just shake my head. I'm permanently banned. You know? Oh, good God. It's a really weird world we live in. We don't live in a normal world, bro. We don't live in... What is upside is downside. What is real is fake. I've told you that forever. It's all fucking bullshit. And, you know, everything that you're told is bullshit. Everything you've been taught is bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. Everything. Right from the beginning, right to where we are now. It is all nothing but a big fucking game. And and when you wake up to it is when your world just changes. Okay? Because then you're out of the delusion. You know, before you were living in a delusion that we're all democratic and it's all this and it's all that wonderful fairy tale, right? Of democracy, rah, rah. And then you wake up to the reality of it. And it's quite horrifying, bro. And the minute you start talking about it, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. I've told you that over and over and over. You want to be a big, brave lad with a fucking flag and stand there with these idiots in this fucking march, and every cunt's getting photographed, every cunt's getting filmed. You know what they're doing right now, bro? Who are they arresting, man? Who do you think they're right now at this moment arresting? People that went to this street march. Okay, in England, the Patriot thing. That's what they're doing right now. They're cleaning it all up. That's how they regard it, the government. And people think the government is for them. They think they voted for this shit. You know, this is what this is democracy and rah, rah. No, man. The noose is tightening. The net is tightening. The noose is tightening. And all of their new laws, they slip in, you know, they slip in now. They called that mental health one a total, like a fisherman bill. It's totally non-related to what the law was passing. You know what I mean? At first glance, you thought it was a totally different subject. And it's not until you look into it where this is the law where they can just come for you, bro. A doctor can just see something that you've written, see a comment that you've made or a video that you've made, and will diagnose you on the spot as insane, as you need to be picked up, you need to be talked to, and they come and get you. They come and find you. Okay? And if you get pulled up on the side of the road, just like this poor bastard did, they take you there and then. Without any warrant, without any charges, nothing. Just some lady seen you in a coffee shop. A lady seen you in a coffee shop and she diagnosed you there and then. She seen you in a coffee shop. Didn't talk to you, just seen you. You were ordering a coffee. You know, you said something in front of her that she didn't like. And that's it. You're diagnosed, bro. And this guy's an academic, man, a real smart guy. Like, I hope you get to see the video. I hope it's kicking around on the Instagram and TikTok and you come across it. because it's pretty much everywhere, I think, on these. It'll infiltrate into YouTube. You'll find these reaction videos will be reacting on it a lot on YouTube, because that's how they earn their paper. That's the only thing that earns paper on YouTube, bro. Reaction videos. Sitting there reacting to someone else's video, or sitting there reacting to someone else reacting on someone else's video, which is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen such cheap. I just don't want to be a part of it. You know, I like Asmongold. I like him. You know, he seems to wake up in the morning and he must go to bed with the fucking computer. I mean, fucking serious. The team that is behind Asmongold, the team that helps him, is amazing. Because, you know, by the time that he's woken up, they've chopped up all of the fucking streams into little segments, 8-minute segments, whatever they are. And they're out there. So, and then he wakes up in the morning and then there's a whole new thing, man, for him to go through. So he's fun, you know, I don't mind him, at least he's on his own. The rest of them, they all seem to be really pissed off with him, annoyed with him, rah. They're trying to close him down or some shit. A couple of videos there I was watching. Then you've got H3. Is it H3? Ethan Klein, the biggest, you know, whatever it is, multi-millionaire. I've started to actually like the guy. He came out and spoke against Ishmael. He came out and said a whole bunch of stuff, dude. He just not in support of it at all. Rah. I kind of respected him because he's like the only fucking one, you know, to actually have said those kind of things of his caliber, of his degree in your streaming world. But this is Australia, mate. This is not America. And there's not the same streaming things here as we do over in America. Okay? And Kick, I've been thinking about it, bro, but, you know, you need the computer. You got to sit in front of the computer. I don't know. Mate, have you seen my lounge? Mate, it's so shit. Like, you sink into it, mate. So 10 minutes of sitting on that lounge and your back is going to kill you. Trust me, I had to put pillows underneath the cushions, to bring it up a little bit in the back. You know, I just found it on the side of the road, man. Sorry. But that was the best that I could do at this time. But at least it's something to sit on. It's better than nothing to sit on. That's how I look at it. Because I don't really watch a lot of TV anyway. So I thought I needed like a computer desk, like these people do. They have the computer desk. They've got a computer chair, you know, that nice chair that they can sit in. They've got that chair to sit in. They'd be comfortable, man. And then they've got the internet hooked up to with the cable. That's what they've got to do. They wouldn't be running it off no Wi-Fi, mate. Okay, we've got Wi-Fi. So, you know, I just come on and talk about fucking political shit and talk about the whole world in general, and then get off. But, you know, otherwise I'm just sitting there watching YouTube videos, doing my walk as I am now, and watching YouTube videos or watching a Tubi movie, and just trying to enjoy my day. Basically, trying to enjoy my day. I don't cause problems to anyone. I'm not doing anything illegal or rah, you know. And that's what I advise you to do. Stay on your freaking path, boys. You don't need to be worrying about no veggies, mate. Let the veggies worry about veggies. Let them worry about their cats and their fucking dogs and cleaning out the litter tray. Okay? Just stay on your path. You'll come across the veggies, mate, when it's your time. The Lord opens up the pathways, man. It's only up to you whether you actually, you know, take command of it. I'm just a bit more luckier than others in that region. I feel sorry for this generation of men, because they have absolutely most of them can't even hold a conversation, let alone with a woman, because it's very rare that a woman will actually talk to you. Okay? It doesn't happen every day. It's once every blue moon, you know. And then if you screw it up, you've got that 10-second gap. And if you screw it up or say the wrong thing or whatever, make a wrong gesture, that completely blows you out. That completely gets rid of you. Okay? So you're on your tippy toes, bro. You're on your eggshells, man. It fucking sucks, man. It really sucks these days. I remember like being married and all that shit. You're always on eggshells. You're always worried about how she's going to think and how she's going to be happy. And mate, you lose yourself. You forget who you even are Like, you know, your gym shit and all that is really good at the start. But yeah, that, you know, but you forget who you are. You know, you have kids and you get love, you can marry her. You know, you actually do love her, rah, rah. Let me have a rest for a minute. That's the beach over there, viewer. I like this. Do you notice what we've got peace here? You know, nice and peaceful, quiet. Nobody here, bro. Come on the weekend to join packed. Yeah, you come here during the week. There's no one here, mate. Peaceful, eh? I only wish I could bring my daughters here, mate. You know, that would have been nice. I always imagine that I would have Echo and go to the beach and have some fish and chips and stuff like that, you know. I always pictured that because I never thought that it would have never happened, you know what I mean? Like, how could it not happen, right? That's the dream they put you into, boys. That's the dream they put you in. Follow what you want to do, man. Follow your dreams. Like, I was too busy living for someone else's fucking dreams, mate, and worried about how they were. Spent years and years of my life just wasted fucking away. Wasted, bro. Too busy worried about how other people are. When they themselves don't give an absolute rat's ass about you. They won't care at all. Okay? You're the one that's doing all the wondering. Not them. They're not doing any wondering. Got to work out what I want for dinner tonight. I can't think of it, viewer. Can't think of it, mate. I've got to stay within the budget lines, bro. Okay? But this is the day in the life of Lord Dobby. This is my quiet day, like my normal. This is what I was like before I met that person, and this is what I'm like after I met that person. And I'm a horrible, horrible person, right? Oh, my Lord. It's nice not to go through that anymore either, I've got to admit. No more courts, no more doctors, no more reports, no more courses. I cannot believe how much of a fool I was to actually think that any of this would mean anything. You know, like all of us men are fooled. We're just fooled into it, thinking that this is going to change things and move things along or whatever. Hopefully you'll see your kids. And it doesn't, man. It's just a merry-go-round. It's like a mouse on one of those things they jump on, they ride on, you know. Give you one thing after another and just keep you on the mouse wheel. And the mouse wheel takes maybe 2 to 3 years to get through, man. You know, you've got to have everything done by a certain time. Yeah, so that could take you 2 years to get through, okay, before you can come back into court, okay? It's a head fuck, dude. It's a total head fuck, a heart fuck. It's a money jam. They just jam you up. You end up with no paper. You end up with no life because you're too worried about the next course you got to do or the next thing you got to do. You can't meet anybody. You don't want to meet anybody, right? So you're doing it all on your own. There's a lot of stuff there to do. And then you sit in your lawyer's office and realise that they don't give a fuck about you. My own lawyer has not even watched these friggin' videos that she's sitting there accusing me are just so bad. They're just so bad that I couldn't watch them. So you haven't watched them? No, I haven't. Well, how do you know they're bad? She said, just from the title. I said, so just from the title, I'm guilty. You don't actually, you're my lawyer, right? You're my lawyer and you haven't watched the videos. I just started laughing at it as I am to you right now. I said, I cannot believe you. And you're my lawyer, right? Like, fucking, talk about working against the client. Talk about, you know, my best interest at heart here. Like I just said to her, man, are you my lawyer or are you her lawyer? Whose lawyer are you? You know, and if you want to answer to this bullshit, here you go. I don't reply to bullshit. And that's what I wrote on the top of the note. I don't reply to bullshit. Send that back to her. Okay? And you have a read of it yourself. Okay? I mean, you wasted, 3 hours of my time? I had to come all the way in the city for that bullshit and all the way back out again? For fucking what? For you to sit there getting $1,000 a day or whatever the fuck you get in your fancy fucking envelope, smelling like a fucking rose, and you're sitting there telling me how fucking guilty I've got shit to answer to? What the fuck, dude? we know what they are, right? We know what they are. Look at this fucking shit, dude. The fuck, man? They're all up there, man. That's disgusting. You see him on the ground over there, viewer? Can you see him, man? I don't want to get too close. I don't know what the... See, there you go, out there. You can see him, right? Oh, my God, bro. Like, that's fucking... That's terrible. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 rappers. Oh, my God. At least they got the caps put back on them. But that's sad as fuck, dude. That's sad as. Look, there's a trail that goes all the way down there, man. I never noticed that before. That's weird. I've never noticed that trail before. How's that, eh? I don't know. Half of my adventure side is saying go down there and have a look, and my coward side is saying nah, we're just going to walk the other way. You know, I'm all fucking talk, really, just fucking all air. You know what I mean? Half of me's like, yeah, I want to go down there. I want to be like fucking, you know, Cousteau or some fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark or some shit. You know, discover a new land, right? And the other half is nah, we'll just keep going to the supermarket. Fucking, we'll just have a fucking. We'll just keep walking up this way. I think we'll just fucking keep going, I reckon. We won't worry about that now. We might come back another day. We'll have another look at that another day. It looks a little bit kibosh down there. Oh, God, man, I'm such a coward. At my age, man, I'm such a coward. They've got the technology in the supermarket just warning you. If I don't have the phone close to me, like, can't show you shit in there. The technology, they can block it. They can block the stream, take the internet down. They've got a blocking thing in there. In the big supermarket, it's all blocked. I'm okay if I've got the phone close to me and there's no products on display, but the minute that I show a product around, it's so weird, dude, that they've got the technology to do that. Yeah, I seen that. That was scary to me. That guy in the car, I hope you found that video. It's all over the place. There's heaps of people making comments about it on here and on TikTok and stuff. But he's just driving along, dude. And then there's another guy, he broke it all down. Like, he showed you who the guy in the car was, what kind of, what he studies. Mate, this guy's half a genius. He has got academia coming out of his pores. So there's something that he said or something that he's done that's made them highlight him. And that's exactly what the arresting psychiatric person said, that the other person just seen you in a coffee shop and they diagnosed you on the spot. Just seen you. That was it. Wow, that's power. That's power. Yeah, it's my once every 2 weeks, Jimmy. I got some paper roller this morning. I got my 2 days and I got the rent paid, got the bills paid. I'm a happy bloke again. We're on functioning. We're functioning, Jimmy. That's the fucking word, okay? We may not be going forward too much, but we're not going backwards either. And that's a great thing. So I don't think I've got the internet to worry about until next week. I don't think my internet is due. And I don't know when the next gas and thing is due. But I paid the last one. So anyway, at least we're on. We're still okay. Yeah, we're still okay. Join my channel, viewer. Help me out if you can. $2.90 a month. Pump my channel. Join my channel. If you do that, then I'll come on, more regularly for you. Talk shit to you. And let you know how we improve in life, how we get along in life compared to where we were before. Because, yeah, it's a different ball game. Yeah. And to be quite honest, I've never really said this, like, really, but I really regret it all. I really do, because I really wanted my family. I wanted a wife. I loved my wife. I wanted it to try and work it out, But yeah, me on the internet did not help that situation out. It would have been worse for me, because I wouldn't have been able to express myself or find out what is going on, because I had no idea. But yeah, it didn't work out too good, you know. It made it worse, okay? It made it worse. So, you know, my only real regret is like not having it work out. Okay? Not being able to be a dad, not being able to look after your kids. You know, you've missed all of that, you know what I mean? So, I have regrets, mate. Of course I do. You know? I don't think any man gets married, mate, to get divorced. They don't get married so that they have children and they never see their child, mate, or never raise their children. I don't think that happens. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hope you're well.
You do?
Yeah, I regret that. There's many times I regret that, man. I wish I could have changed things. Or, you know what I mean? There was just nothing I could do, boys. Fuck. I have to keep reminding myself of that. You know? Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Perhaps don't believe all the words or something that you're told, and wait for more time to pass before you make the big step, I suppose. But that's a huge regret. A lot of men would regret that your marriage didn't work out, that you weren't able to keep it going with your wife. You know, the one person that you really loved, and the one person you wanted to be around, the one person you had children with, you know. Yeah. I think a lot of men would have that. And that's okay. That's human. It's normal humanity, brother. It's nothing special. It's nothing, you know, these are normal human thoughts, mate. You know, just don't blame yourself. You can't completely blame yourself the whole time, rah-rah. Because, you know, we're all adults and we are responsible for our words and our actions, right? Well, that applies to female also. It's not just for male, okay? It should apply across the board. You know, it shouldn't just apply to men. And we live in a society right now where they let out, child rapists, mate, from, you know, they let them go. They let them go, brother. There's cases here, in, you know, machete attacks, rah-rah. They've let them all go, bro. You understand? No punishment. So that's just, they believe in rehabilitation rather than cut the punishment side of it. They want to rehabilitate people. That's the system that we've got. And that's why it's an in and out of the door, man. It doesn't matter what charges these people get up to. But that only applies to them. It doesn't apply to you because, you know, you're a white boy. You're a white boy. And those things do not apply to you. So I don't know, dude, you're going to end up with some charges. You're going to end up with shit that you didn't even do and you get charged for it. You're going to be accused of stuff you don't even know about. You're going to get charged with it. It's just, you know, half the time it's not worth it, bro. Half the time it's just not worth it. And the hardest part for men is being alone. You know, that was the hardest part for me, was being alone. I mean, I was more heartbroken from past girlfriends, mate, you know, than I ever was from this last one. I was more heartbroken with that. Okay? So $1.67 today. I don't know where you are in the world, but there's the gas prices for Australia, Melbourne, Victoria. $1.69, $1.70 say for unleaded. Diesel $2.35, 50. Premium $1.99. That's for 1 litre. A lot of my viewers are American, would be in gallons, so I don't know what the difference is, but that's per litre. This is our supermarket here. There's only 2 big supermarkets in all of Australia. They have total control of it, really. They charge whatever they like. They're in court all the time for jamming people, man, for sticking it up people all the time. You know, fake this, fake specials, fake all the shit. You got to look at everything on the back of the can nowadays because a lot of it's going to be bioengineered. And, you know, we're heading into that realm of humanity now, you know, where you've got to look on the back of the can and shit. Generally, I only buy specials. I only go in there for whatever's in the yellow tickets section. We've got milk, we've got chocolate milk and all that. We don't need any of that anymore. We don't drink it. I get some potatoes. It'll save me buying them up. A potato now is $1.20 just for one fucking potato. Is between 90 cents and $1.20 for one potato. Okay, so you really got to budget yourself, dude. I don't know how people are going to manage with 4 or 5 kids, 6 kids. That would be the absolute nightmare. Like to try and budget and actually feed them well, on nice food. I don't think it would be possible with just normal parenting, normal jobs, normal people. $1,000 a week, $1,100 a week clear. Even if with both of them working, the kids in daycare. So you really lost your parenting part of it, which is really sad. Which is one thing that I didn't do when we had kids. When I had Echo, that's all that mattered. Working, market, whatever, did not fucking matter. The bills are paid, whatever, that's all that matters. And the rest of the time is just taking care of the baby. All right, that's all I did, is take care of the baby. All right. And it was easier for me when Mum came to visit, because Mum would help me with the workload. Because Echo she was a blessing, but all babies are the same thing, mate. They're a lot of work, kind of thing. An absolute pleasure, okay. Because your one's got to rest, mate. She's got to rest. She's got to heal. She's got to rest up. So she can't move out of the bed. She's on doctor's orders not to move anywhere. She's not allowed to go anywhere, bro. She has to just stay where she is now. Neutral, you bring her food, bring her drink, make sure she's got entertainment, whatever she wants. All wives are the same. That is just what happens. And that's the way it's got to be. You got to be able to have your wife in bed, mate, and you take care of everything. And I mean fucking everything. Your house doesn't go to shit, dude. The vacuuming's done, mopping is done, dishes are done, kitchen's done. You've got to take care of your house, bro. It doesn't mean it goes to shit. I'm just going to get a bit of lunch. Two $2 burgers, please. That's it. No worries. Thanks. Anyway, what I was saying before, man, it's the facts. If it's not, just talk to someone else that's had another kid, mate. If you haven't had kids, and you'll find that I'm telling you the truth, mate. There we go. Sorry, man. No, Jimmy. No, mate. I've done my thing, mate, and that's it for me. I don't know, mate. I haven't called. I don't actually know. I don't know. I had fun. That's enough for me. I'm out. I haven't really spoken. No, I haven't spoken, mate. I really haven't spoken. I don't know. It's not. I don't want it, mate. I'm really happy living the peaceful life that I live. You got no idea what it's like living under someone else's rules, mate, and fucking and what they regulations and their expectations, and it is just beyond a joke. It's too much. I don't want to deal with it right now. Just don't want to deal with it, mate. Let someone else deal with it, bro. I'm happy in my existence, mate, of peace. I'm happy. I haven't even thought about it, man. I'm sorry. I haven't even thought about it. I've given it no thoughts whatsoever. Well, what is the point, man? I don't know. And Philly cheesesteak burger. Yeah. Teriyaki chicken burger. $108? Thank you, man. Alright. That's all I ever buy from Macca's, mate. $2 burger. I like the $2 burger. I'm sorry, I just fucking do. I like the $2 burger. I think like I'm getting away with something, man. I'm fucking robbing the cunts, mate. I'm fucking robbing them, Jimmy. I got a fucking $2 fucking McDonald's burger, you cunt, right? I'm fucking robbing them, mate. They're not earning much profit out of me, mate. Fucking no drink, no chips. We're living the high life, Jimmy. Okay, we're doing fucking well, bro. I'm not unhappy, mate. That's my point. I'm not unhappy. Except we don't have the Echo. That's all. The other hamburger should be for Echo. Okay? That's the only thing we don't have. The only thing we're missing, mate, is time. Yeah, $2 burger, man. $2 burger. That's all I ever buy. And I get 2 of them. But I keep the other one for later when I get home. And I put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And it just softens everything back up again, bro. Real nice. But it's the only thing that I can stop, that I can eat out of there, man. I don't like the Big Macs. I don't like any of it, man. I don't like any of it, mate. I just stomach this. I stomach the $2 burger because it's cheap, mate, and it's food, and it's cheap. It keeps me going, mate. I don't have to spend a fortune on lunch. That cost me $2. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Live cheap, bro. I had 3 deep fried dim sims last night and $2 of chips. So $5 all up. But I'm happy, mate. And I'm not fat. Look, I'm losing a lot of weight. Like I'm losing weight. I haven't got a big fat tummy. I don't know if I had before, but anyway, I feel like I've lost weight. And I'm enjoying myself. You know. And at my age, mate, that's what you want. And no opportunities, bro. We've got no opportunities, mate. We've got no car. We've got no job, right? We live in a beautiful fucking seaside fucking rah-rah, but it's miles away from anywhere. There's not like any local jobs and shit running around. So no, mate. You got to live within your limitations, brother. And you got to know your limitations, brother. I'm lucky. I got my art. I got masks. I put them on eBay. Haven't sold shit. Haven't sold anything. People want them for $10. So, you know, you don't sell anything, mate. In the old days I did though, Jim. In the old days I used to be really, really busy, mate. People had that disposable income. You see, it's nothing to do with that, man. That's all it is, mate. Disposable income. You know, back in the old days, mate, people had disposable income. That's what they used to go to restaurants, or they used to go to the cinema, or they go and see people on a stage. You know, or they would buy themselves a toy, or they would buy themselves a hat or a scarf, you know. It's disposable, meaning that they're not going to think about it later. They're not going to regret the buying and that. And there's not a lot of that anymore kicking around. You know, there's just not, man. Everything has skyrocketed through the hood, bro. That's why the donations and stuff for the streams are down, mate. That's why all these streamers are complaining, bro. They're not getting it. They're not getting the amount of gifts they were getting, 6 months ago. They're just not getting it anymore. And they had a lifestyle that was suited to getting, that amount of. They knew they were going to go online. They'd earn this amount of money. You know what I mean? They're going to get gifts and gifts and gifts, right? Mainly TikTok, bro. You see a little bit on, some of these other chat. They send in the super chat or whatever it's called, whatever. But that's in America. That's in America, mate, with 6 Sheilas sitting there answering questions and embarrassing themselves, rah rah rah. And that's why they get that. But they're not going to get that. A normal person is not going to get that. Okay, just for normal streaming. And they're hated, man, wherever they go, these streamers. Do you notice how they're hated, man? Most of the places they go, they're pretty disliked, mate. The latest fad for American streaming, mate, is some fucking bloke sitting there getting drunk every day. You're sitting there getting totally plastered, mate. Every single day, getting drunk. And that's what his stream is. His stream buys him the alcohol so he can sit there just drinking. Yeah, and then they make phone calls on him and get the cops around, and you know how the trolls work. I can't remember his name, mate. I don't want to advertise his stream because it's just not good that they would do that to him. But that made me think, mate, that people love to see disaster. They don't want to see you getting up, mate. They want to see you falling, bro. And if they can, they want to be a part of it. They want to cause it. They want to be a part of it. But they want to be anonymous while they do it. They don't want anyone to know about it. Yeah? But they want to try and cause as much drama and thing in your personal life. And they're willing to send him money so that he buys alcohol, bro. Okay, come on, man. So every day the guy's just getting plastered. Absolutely plastered. Okay, so potatoes are $5.30 a kilo now. $4.70 for unwashed. So we're going to get unwashed potatoes. 1 minute. Right, as long as I can get a couple of potatoes, mate. Got my dinner organised. 1, 2. We'll get 3 potatoes. Well, we'll get 4. We'll get 4. We'll get 4. Oh God, I dropped one. Right, tomatoes are $4.50 today, man. 4, 6. Okay, we'll get a packet of them. I like tomatoes, mate. We'll get some bacon. Remind me to get some bacon. And that way I've got some bacon for the 2 weeks. Bacon, tomatoes. I need to go to the tin section, see if we've got any tins. Oh, I do like these lovely cakes. Oh, yummy. No, I just can't do it today. All on special. This is no good, ladies. $3.50. Like, it's just too tempting, right? How can you walk past it? $3.60 today, boys. For Lamington cake, $3.60, and a caramel cake, $3.60. I don't know, boys. If I could show you, it'd be pretty cool. Well, I can't take it, boys. I can't take it. It's too tempting, mate. It's too tempting. I want that, man. I want that. But yeah, you can't even make a joke, mate. Like, you've got 2 women there. You can't even make a joke with them, bro. You just, I didn't do anything, right? Having a laugh. Right, so $6.40 for 3 litres. I don't want to carry it, boys. But that's nice juice. We'll just get a, we'll get a $2.80. We'll get a 2 litre one. I don't know, man. A big cake for $3.60 is very tempting, though. Fresh cream. Oh man, I've got to get it out of my brain. I'm thinking about it way too much. We need some bacon. I'm just showing you boys, like, you just buy your staples, mate. That's what happens when you're on, when you do your Seno. Okay, so we've got 750 grams for $13. What else have we got there? So it's $17 now for bacon, bro. Okay, we've got the shortcut bacon, 1 kilo, $12.50. I think that's what we'll get, man. We'll get the $12.50. We'll get the $12.50. Even that's well, there's nothing there, boys. Like, you think the more you buy, the better it would be, right? This is 1 kilo. 1 kilo, bro. 1 kilo. So that's $12.80 for 1 kilo. 1 minute. This shit gets heavy, mate. Bloody potatoes. Alright, we've got that. Yeah, it gets heavy, man. I don't want to carry it everywhere. We've got cheese at home. We've got bread at home. We've got bacon. We've got tomato. We'll see what specials there are, boys. There's nothing today, man. Absolutely nothing, mate. Nothing at all. It's essential for me. Fucking vegan. You fucking pussy. Is that chooky back there? $4 a kilo. $4 a kilo for a whole chookie, bro. So a whole chookie is $9, mate. I think we'll buy a whole chookie and cut it down, okay? Because that's pretty good, okay? $8.90, and this thing is 2.5 kilo, 2.5 kilo chookie, bro. So I've got some good knife at home, and we'll just cut it down, man. We'll butcher it down. We'll get some breast out of it, some legs out of it, some roast out of it. You know what I'm saying? Which is a better idea, better way of saving some money, boys, okay? So we're going to get a whole chookie. That's a good deal. We'll get a whole chookie, mate. Meat-wise, I can't really go after the red meat. But I've got a whole chookie for today. I haven't had chookie in ages. And I've got some potato. So I could save buying it today. I don't have to buy it today. I don't have to carry it today. The chookie's really heavy, man. Wow. Okay. No, we've got enough chookie. We'll just butcher it down. And the other one I like is the pork roast. The loin roast. I like that one. That's the other one that I really like. Just for protein, it gives me sandwiches the next day. You know what I'm saying? It gives me food for the next day, and I like that. I like it if it can give me a couple of sandwiches, you know. So we'll get a $12 one of that, $13 for one of that. We'll go check out the lolly aisle, the candy, the lollies. Fuck. This is heavy, man. Jeez. We'll just leave that there for a minute. Right, we've got to check out the coffee. We've got no tea, no coffee at home. It's every second week, mate. We're totally fucking... That's it. You've got nothing left. What am I, in the wrong aisle, am I? Yeah, I'm in the wrong aisle. It's always on that second week. Yeah, here we go. Box of tea bag. Oh, coffee. It's got to be in there. Oh no, I think it's the next aisle over. You know. Where's the chocolate? It's a chocolate.
The driver has arrived. The order that we have off.
Right, there's some price around the corner. We've got some tuna. Yeah. What? Hi, miss. Oh, she's heavy today, miss. What did I spend? $60. Whoa. Thanks, miss. You too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's calling.
Okay, well this bag is better anyway. See, it's got a strap. I can at least put it over my shoulder. This shit gets heavy, dude. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, dude. Oh, bonus, mate. I swear to God, they must know that Lord Dobby is coming, mate. All right? They know that Lord Dobby is going to be here, and they just say to themselves, "I'm going to have a little trolley there waiting for you." Okay? If I'd known that, brother, I should have checked it before I went in there. I would have bought more stuff. I need groceries. All my food, most of my money, just like you, goes on food. One minute, I'll turn it around, dude. Score, man. I've got a trolley. No big up where the empty yard is there, you know, around the corner from where I live kind of thing. Vacant land kind of thing. And you just leave it at the front and they come and pick it up. But it sure as shit beats fucking carrying it, let me tell you. So how screwed do you think we are, viewer? You know, in this world that we walk around in right now. You know, try and just keep your expenses down. You know, sell the shit that you don't need. Boats, whatever it is, really toys you don't fucking play with, whatever. You know, sell it all off, bro. Turn it into some paper. I think we're going to be heading into some tougher times. You know, I've been watching these videos in America, and geez, you know, I thought our shit was expensive, but it looks like it's pretty expensive to go to the supermarket in America too. Enjoy your day, man. Stay positive if you can. And don't be, you know, all at home, all upset and shit about stuff. Nothing you can do about it, mate. Yeah, be quiet, okay? I won't tell anybody if you won't, okay? Alright? I don't know, man. You call women men in Australia. I don't know. I do not know what is going on with these judges and our laws, and I don't know what to tell you, man. I am pretty disgusted in it, how that latest court case, you know, a women's only app. Well, firstly, it shouldn't exist anyway. I mean, that's honestly, because we're not allowed to have a men-only app. That's just not allowed. You're not allowed to have that. That's sexual discrimination. But a woman's allowed to have that because, you know, she's privileged and she's strong and independent. So women are allowed to have their own little spaces, right? Now, you know, the only thing is that you know, that's a bloke. There's just no doubt about it, that's a bloke. And for some reason we've got a justice systems and laws now that say that that's a woman. You know, and you're not allowed. Otherwise, he can take you to and get you charged. And it's just, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know how they can possibly, you know, think that is normal. But they're trying to introduce it into schools. You know, they want lessons being taught on it. You know, like they really want to confuse all the children to become the opposite of what they are. Because that will destroy, obviously destroy the family unit. Let me just take the jumper off. It's a little bit warm. It's designed to destroy the family unit. And they're going to do it for the next generation. You know, the next generation of children are going to grow older and they're not going to know what they are, and they're going to grow up confused and they all end up gay. And the government loves that. The government absolutely approves of all of that. It would prefer that rather than the family unit, mum and dad at home. You know, crazy and shit, but the truth of it is it makes us easier to rule. It makes us easier to govern. You know, it gives another avenue for the government to break us up as a society, to make us divided and argue amongst ourselves. And then, of course, the government can come out and be the hero and create new laws that govern both sides. You know, problem, reaction, solution, right? The only one that are going to be able to change that in any way are women. You know, when women have had enough, And when they stand up for their children, they stand up outside the bathrooms and they stand there and deny and go to these book things, and the women are the ones that stand up, not the men. Not the men. This is a topic where men have to keep quiet. Okay, the women need to stand up and protect their spaces. They need to protect their children. Okay? Because it's so freaking weird, dude. You got this guy on the screen, right? And he's talking all about, you know, how it's great, we should have it taught in our schools and all of this, right? Some professor, right? And then right at the end of the interview, the guy says, "Are you Jewish? You know, are you Jewish?" And the professor with that, you know, because they won't prescribe to any of this. Okay? It's totally against their beliefs. So they want everybody else to be that way, and it makes it easier to rule us, to govern us, you know, create laws over us. And that's how they do it, man. But yeah, there's a whole generation out there that aren't going to be mum and dad. They'll be mum and dad, and it'll be an adopted child or something like that, foster child or whatever you want to call it. But the actual family unit has gone. It's gone, man. There's no strong role model or whatever in the house, and who can say no and lay some discipline down and lay the law down or whatever for the household. That shit's gone nowadays, man. She just makes one phone call and you're arrested. You're arrested, you're banned from the house, you'll never be able to set foot on the property again. In the old days, that could never happen. Nowadays, they don't need that. You just need to raise your voice to them. That's all you got to do. Raise your voice to them, or you're angry with them, and that's it, man. You'll get charged. It's that simple, dude. That they can remove you from your property just for that. Doesn't feel safe, so you have to leave. And that's how far the laws have changed now. But that's why they advertise it so much. They want it all, you know, publicised, and there's books and children's books, and, you know, the disgusting part is, mate, they want the kids. That's the disgusting part. I don't care what you do as an adult. You're an adult. But, you know, the storybook hour and, you know, being so advertised with their Mardi Gras fucking shit on the TV, dude, that shit was disgusting. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, unless you're a part of their community, you look at it and go, fuck, that's just, you know, like you've got guys in G-strings in the main road in the middle of the day, gyrating to music, you know, another guy bending over, another guy behind him, all in G-strings, and this is all on top of a float, and this is normalised now. It's normalised, you understand? You know, we're looking at it like it's entertainment, you know? It's fucking Sodom and Gomorrah, mate, you know? It's one of those medieval movies you watch where they all get around the flame and throw one to, you know? Like, it's pretty disgusting to watch, man. And it's advertised for the kids. That's why I'm offended. I don't care what you do, you're an adult. But when you're advertising it family friendly and bring your children along, and you've got children on the screen there and they're all yelling and screaming and, you know, with their flags and stuff, and you've got all this stuff happening in front of them, how is it a benefit to you? It just, you know, I mean, I ponder, the same kind of pondering goes into why does a car stop at the red light, and then the person, when it goes green, the car starts again. It's the same amount of pondering. It's the same amount of thought and the same amount of brain power. There's a lot of brain power there, brother. There's a lot of fucking, you know, I'll just go and watch some more TikTok videos, mate, and I'll come back to you. I'll be a fucking professional. Just give me 10 minutes. I'll come back with the bigger details, bro. I'll tell you fucking everything all about, man. Fucking funny, cut there, fucking funny. Hey, sir.
Good, man.
Let me rest for a minute. Well, it was very popular a couple of years ago, wasn't it, eh? The old adrenochrome. You know, you've seen it all happening. All the stars were on it. Younger, they all look better. You know, a lot of sacrifices had to go into all of that. But yeah, that's all real. But then it disappeared, mate, didn't it? And then you got these sunken, you know, I don't know what they are, mate. Fuck vampires. You know, like they're just sunken in fucking torsos, man. So they went from this really plump, good-looking chick, rah-rah, vampire. I mean, have a look at that Sharon Osbourne, or whatever they're called. Shelley, is that their name? Kelly Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne, mate. I mean, that shit's sad. You know, apparently that's Xanax, mate. Xanax done to them, or some other DRUGS, mate, did that to them. But all the stars are on shit, dude. They're all on it, man. Catch those people, dude. You know, I believe it would be more in foreign lands than it is, you know, because it's been busted a lot. A lot of these child, you know, gangs or whatever have been done over. But it's all real, Dad. 100%. That's all real. 100%. And now you understand why vampires can live, bro, because of the adrenaline running in the blood. You see, they always scare their victim, don't they? You know what I mean? They terrify the victim, and then they bite them. So they got that maximum adrenaline. Yeah, I believe all that, dude. That's real, without a doubt. Yeah, it's a long way from where I live, man. I told you that. That's why it takes me ages to go down to the supermarket and go back home again, and I've got to carry it, and I don't fucking like it. You know, my back hurts, my freaking legs hurt. I've got to go oversleep, mate, when I get home. I don't like carrying this shit. It's fucking heavy. So I'll use it for another couple of blocks, and I'll put it down on the side there, you know, and then I'll carry it the rest of the way. But at least I haven't had to carry it all this way. So, but yeah, I live a long way from the supermarket, man. We took the beach path where all this forest area is. Yeah, that's where we were walking before. That's a nice little buggy, eh? Little buggy, mate. I ate in there a few times. It's pretty shit. I don't like it in there. The Indian food's nice. I've got this craving for Indian food all the time. Like, not all the time, but every second or third day. Like the tandoori chicken or something like that. Like a nice curry. Yeah? Yeah. Let me have a rest, man. Ozempic for weight loss. My godfather, it really works, doesn't it? It certainly sucked the weight out of him. I never seen anything more horrifying. And that last movie, some famous Ziegler, whatever her name is. I mean, you'd love to shag it. It would be an absolutely insane shag. But, you know, it'd be a pain in the ass the rest of the time. Ziegler, something like that. She was going to play Snow White or some shit. But she looks like a bloke. I can't believe how much she changed, man. They showed you the before pictures and the... And it's like a different chick, man. Oh, I felt so sorry for her. Like, that's sad. Look what they're willing to do to themselves, man. You know? But I mean, on TikTok, dude, all they do now is meet up and punch on. Everyone wants to fight. You know, you got all these blokes, they want to punch on all the time. It's a freaking joke. That's the only... you know, you got to do shit to get popular, mate. You got to, like, you know, yell, scream, all that kind of stuff, swear. You know, on here, you can't do it anymore. The community standards and stuff like that. Yeah, it's completely changed on here. And on TikTok, for some reason, I get banned straight away. Yeah. Sometimes within minutes. Like, as soon as I go live, as soon as there's a mask, they can get you banned straight away, as soon as there's a mask. No. Let me have a rest. I don't know. I see the pictures, man. I feel sad for him. You know. Feel sad for him, but I'd love to shag him. They must be mental shags for any bloke to put up with them. Like, to put up with this whole thing, you know, they'd have to be a hell of a shag. Or they must cook a good meal. Maybe they make good spaghetti, you know. Otherwise, you just wouldn't bother with it. Yeah, I can't do it. I've got the trolley. See if we can annoy this dog. can't annoy the dog, he can't hear me. Run your hands along the fence and just annoy the shit out of the dog. I love doing that shit, man. Even better if the owner is standing there or whatever, it tells the dog to shut up. I fucking love that. Oh, man, it's only cheap thrills around here at Lord Dobby. You know, there's nothing expensive around here, mate, let me tell you. Oh, gosh, man. Anyway, you know, that's my life for the day. I go home now. I live at like 6 blocks up that way. 8 blocks up that way more. Yeah, that's about it for me for the day, I'm afraid. I'll sit there now making dreads. Yeah, and I've got some groceries, so I'm happy. I got some food, so I'm happy for the next week. And that's all we do, bro. Just live in peace, man. Don't worry about all that bullshit running around, what's going on. It's not really going to interfere with your life much, or really at all, other than the cost of living. They call it cost of living, which is incredible right now. Yeah, I haven't got a car, Jimmy. I told you, it's a long walk. That's why I don't like doing it all the time. You know, I only do it when I get paid and go home with some groceries, and then for the next 2 weeks I don't go back down there again. I go home now and I rest, man. I'm freaking tired. And it's a great day. I'm happy, man. I got a house inspection tomorrow. I'll clean the apartment up. It looks like tidy. So I should be fine. But yeah, live there. Everyone's getting one. You know, the lady's coming up for everybody, not just for me. So that's pretty cool. I don't mind. Takes 5 minutes. They just want to see if you're damaging the place or if you're doing anything illegal. You know, like you got fucking pot growing in the cupboard or something like that. I'm kind of glad I don't have a car at the moment anyway, Jimmy. I couldn't afford the extra expense, mate, honestly. You know, the registration, the maintenance, the fuel, all of that kind of thing. Like, I don't think I could, yeah. You know, I'm just staying on level par right now. Just with with the life I've got now, I'm on level par. So if I had a car and that, you know, I think I'd be behind, you know? I'd like a little car. You know, a little car, man. I don't want no big car. I want a little car. Jesus, people throw away some stuff, hey, bro? Damn, man, they throw away some stuff, hey? Yeah, I was thinking about that. There's my bike. Yeah, we'll just go home, chuck a couple of wheels on it, fucking get in there, do some pedaling, Dobby. Fucking get some pedaling done, you can't. Go back to the 1960s, mate. Look, you know, we live in a generation of electric everything. We're going to get you back onto the pedal bike, mate. You need the exercise, you fat cunt. Yeah, get on there and do some exercise. No, this buggers me, man, this walking. It buggers me. When I get home, I'm buggered. I think it's just laziness, to be honest, because I don't really do a whole lot of anything, really. So just this kind of thing is enough, right? Yeah, I think I would be behind if I had a car, mate. Right now I'm managing my life, yeah? I'm doing a lot better than these other streamers that I watch, bro. Let me tell you. You know, like seriously, like I'm doing a lot better than any of them. I watched that Spidey guy the other day and he's selling everything, man. Like they went and hired him an apartment or, you know, somewhere to stay, and the guy is selling the fridges, the washing machine, you know, the TV, you know, he's selling fucking everything that's in the apartment, mate. You know, and he's telling him I want to get the METH. And that shit's disgusting, bro. So at least I'm a lot better than that. You know, we've got food, bro. We've got dinner. Everything will work out just fine, mate. As it's supposed to. That's how it will be. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal. If you want to help the old bloke out, that'd be fucking wonderful, fantastic. Give me some encouragement to come online. Bless the stream, bless you, man. Yeah. All right, now I've got to carry the shit. Big property, eh, bro? Must be worth millions of dollars, eh? Big property. I reckon they'd be hanging out for millions and millions and millions of dollars for this one. You know, the amount of apartment blocks and stuff they could put on there. You know, some really rich guy that builds shit. It's right opposite the beach, dude. You just walk across to the road to the beach. And that house is empty now, it's for sale. I wonder how much they'd ask for that, man. Like, it's pretty ordinary, eh, dudes? But at least it's a brick house. It's not going to fall apart, let me tell you, compared to what they build nowadays. Have you noticed all those poor bastards, man, going out there and spending millions of dollars on apartment buildings? Like on an apartment, and the shit just falling apart? You know, and it's run by a HOA, so they're expecting you to foot the bill to fix the building. So you're up for $100,000 or something like that on top of your rent, you know, because they need to do building work. Yeah, you'd feel sick as a dog, wouldn't you, mate, if that happened to you? Oh my God, how sick would you feel? Oh gosh, dude. Let me stop for a minute. God dang it. That shit's heavy. Oof. Don't know, am I getting power in? Oh, we've got no power coming into it anyway. Dang it, I'm worried about it being plugged in and there's nothing in it anyway. Alright, dudes. Hi-ya! Fuck, that's heavy, bro. Well, that's my day, viewer. I hope you liked it. You know, a little bit of a day with the Lord Dobby, mate. Go home and make some dreads, mate. Try and complete that quarry. Get a sale on eBay, mate. Stay on your path, boys. Don't let all that negative shit into your life. Get rid of it. Negative people, get rid of them. There's no point in it. Don't point in arguing with people. Don't give a look, just don't give a fuck, okay? Whatever it is, don't give a fuck. Okay, you're late for this, don't give a fuck. You need to send an email or whatever, you don't give a fuck. You know, people want to complain to you, you don't give a fuck. All right? You know, your workplace, boss is mad at you, you don't give a fuck. Okay? Just don't give a fuck. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine, bro. You know, if they're talky, everything like that about you, just don't give a fuck. Just don't care. And you'll be fine, okay? You're not going to miss anything, all right? About to get off. I just, you know, thanks for keeping me company, man. I appreciate you. You know, stay positive in the world, viewer. You know, and if you're with someone, make sure you love them. And hopefully you're getting love. It's not fake, you know, you're actually getting some love back. And if not, get out of their lives, man. You'll be a lot more happier when you're alone and you're at peace. And you can just concentrate on yourself for a little while. You know, instead of worrying about everybody else around you and keeping them happy. Just spend some time keeping yourself happy. You know, even if you're alone for 12 months, mate, 2 years, it doesn't matter. You know, build the time, you know, and take the time to build yourself. Yeah, build yourself, brother. And then keep them at arm's length. Keep them at arm's length, mate. No reason for anything less. I've got to go and rest, mate. Oh, fucking shoulder. That's heavy. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm... Always shoes off, boys. Never wear your dirty shoes in the house, alright? Always shoes off at the door. Oh, yeah! 1 minute, man. The other day I went and got takeaway. Some Indian takeaway, man. And I sat down at the thing ordering, you know, it's like you do. And I've gotten up and I've gotten all the way home, man. I've walked all the way home with my Indian food, get to the front door and I don't have the keys. While I was sitting down, they fell out of my pocket, you know. They fell out of my pocket. I had to walk all the way back and get them. That is correct, Jim Robinson, yeah. Even though you've got a lot of negative stuff, you know, you've got a lot of stuff, you know, you have got to find some kind of positivity in your own life. You know, it doesn't take much to beat yourself down, mate. It doesn't take much to beat yourself up. You know, it doesn't take much to run yourself down and tell yourself how much of a, you know, this, that and the other you are. That's the easy part. You know, that's the easy, you know, you'd be lucky to get out of bed. You'd be lucky if you can get out of bed, mate. If that happens to you, because that's what happens to them, they get mind fucked. So you don't get much for $62, eh, bro? I did get the meat, I got the whole chookie in the thing. Okay, I did get that. I got a big box of like 200 things for $10. Okay, so that's good value. We got that for $11. Lavazza. 250 grams, 250 grams ground coffee. So yeah, I can't complain too much, I suppose. Yeah, always look on the bright side of life, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if there's nothing you can do about anything. Because you're just going to drive yourself crazy. Again. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Thank you for joining my stream. I hope it was entertaining for you or a little bit or whatever, just to share a bit of time with me today. Give us a like if you can. Give me a like. If you don't follow my channel, follow my channel. I'll try and come on again every day. Even if it's just for an hour, I'll come on and talk shit for an hour. And I'll try and do that every day. Why not? I've got nothing else going in my life. I don't have any children to take care of. I don't have anybody that I shouldn't be online for. I'm on my own. So I've got nothing else better to do, really. Anyway, enjoy your day. I'm going to go and take it easy now and have a wash, mate. I'm fucking tired. And my arms, my legs, everything, I'm tired as fuck. Anyway, catch you later, man, okay? lorddobbyking@gmail.com if you wanted to bless my stream on PayPal. That goes directly to me. Thanks very much, boy. See you next time.